this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to do a drop. But this video is special because I'm not just going to try to explain it and hope it works out for you. I'm going to be teaching my sister. As a quote says, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough, Albert Einstein. And to actually prove that what I'm saying does work, we're going to set a control of how good she is now, and by the end you'll see how much she's progressed. But first, let me quickly introduce you to who she is, because I don't think she's ever been on the channel. So, this is Jayda. And as you can tell, she's super excited to be my student for the video. But now let's establish how good Jayda was in the very beginning. And in this clip, you'll see we thought, she'll be fine. She can just go for it.
You can't go that fast, kids. Pop up, pop up. Whoa. Oh, no.
So first, let's talk about what she did wrong. Now, the timing of her lifting her front wheel was actually quite good. She did it right at the end, right when she should have. The problem is her being able to keep her wheel up for long enough. As you can see here, her front wheel immediately starts going down. And that ultimately was the reason she crashed. She came back down on her front wheel, was not level, not balanced, and went right into the bush. Being able to lift your front wheel for an extended period of time is something that comes with the right technique and practice. So now I'm going to teach you how to do the right technique, but it's all up to you to do the practice. When learning how to do a drop, there's really two things you need to focus on. One of them is your weight placement, and the second is timing. So let's talk about weight placement, which is really the most important thing you're going to want to focus on when you're learning how to do a drop. Most people trying to learn to do a drop will most likely be leaning too far forward, but the proper way is to get all your body weight over top of your rear wheel. And the proper way to do that is by first putting all your body weight down, and if you're on a full suspension, you're going to be preloading your suspension, and then pushing it all the way back, and that'll prop your front wheel up while having all your body weight over top of your back wheel. When this is done properly, you'll be able to hold this going extremely slow or very fast. The great thing about this technique is that it works at every single speed. So when you're approaching it, you can remove some of that anxiety about thinking, oh, am I going too fast or am I going too slow? This technique works at all speeds. Now let's talk about timing, which is also extremely important. The hard part about learning timing is that it's illogical to think you're going to hit every single drop at the exact same speed. So what you should be doing is practicing at many different speeds and learning when you should or shouldn't lift your front tire. But here are some indicators whether you're lifting too early or too late. If you're lifting too early, you're going to be having your front tire drop too early, and then you're going to do just what I did there, and it's not going to end up good. If you're lifting too late, it's going to be a horrible feeling where your arms fully extend and you kind of get pulled forward. And yes, I do admit my acting is not very good here, but it looks something like that. And the way that you'll know your timing is good is both your wheels will hit at the exact same time, and that's exactly what you want because it'll evenly distribute the impact. So to be able to learn timing, you're going to have to go, see if you went too early or too late, and then adjust accordingly. And after a little while, you'll start to get the feel for it. So now that I've shown you guys how to do a drop, you're going to want to go out and practice. And as you've seen, you don't want to be hitting big drops when you're first learning how to do it. So what you're going to want to do is start off on small little drops and make your way up. This is what I believe to be the key to learning how to do a drop. So really the easiest way to practice is to go right outside your door and start hopping off curbs. It's at a perfect height that it's really hard to hurt yourself, but it's still a really good height to practice on. Or if you live in the country like me, you can quickly whip something together. Like I recommend the height of a pallet. That's what we did for Jayda starting out. And at this phase when you're still learning, you shouldn't be pushing yourself to keep going higher and higher. You should keep going until you feel very comfortable and then go to the next height. And to become comfortable with a new height, I recommend riding over it. It just eliminates some of the fear in the back of your head and it puts the height into perspective. So now you know how to do it and how to practice. The only thing I can help you with is some really big do nots. One of the biggest things you should definitely avoid is touching your front brake. If you touch your front brake as you're coming down, you're definitely going to go over the bars, and that's really going to freak you out. So by all means, avoid your front brake as you're going to hit the drop. Another thing you should always be doing when you're going to hit a drop is having your feet level. If your feet aren't level, all your weight's going to go on the foot that's lower down, and this can easily lead to an injured ankle. It can also contribute to your foot coming off. As you can see from the crash clip of Jayda, her one foot does come off the pedal because her feet aren't level. And I think it's pretty obvious you don't want your feet coming off your pedals in midair. So basically that's how you do a drop off. If you guys have any questions on how to do a drop, please don't be shy, comment down below. I'd love to try to help you guys out. But before this video ends, I think there's something we all want to see. So let's watch together. Yeah, there you go.
That's good. That's
see, now stop pedaling.
Just stop, yeah.
See, perfect.
That's pretty good.
Don't you feel good now? So as you can see, Jayda wildly improved, and that was only in 2 days. The only thing she did wrong maybe was moving her feet a little bit, but she's now able to do that drop all the time, and she says she feels comfortable doing it. So if that doesn't prove that my teaching works, I don't know what will. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. As you can see, she did really well. Maybe because I'm a really good teacher, or maybe she's a fast learner, but anything last to say to them?
I would say just it does help really to start slow and to just ride things over first and then start smaller and then work your way up. and that seemed to really help me.
But yeah, progression is key. You really want to start it out small and make your way up, and that'll help you a ton. But that's the end of the video. If you did like it, please consider subscribing. All you have to do is click right down there. As you can see here, not many people are subscribed to me that actually watch my videos, so it would mean a lot if you did click it. But that's the end of the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.